Everyone, this is Shawn Smith, animal athlete. We're here in Lexington, Kentucky at Ford's Fitness Center. This is my home gym. I just got through training some biceps and forearms. I actually train them on their own separate day. I don't really do rest days during the week, so this day kind of serves as my rest day since, you know, biceps and forearms aren't that big of a muscle. I just like being in the gym all the time, so I train them on their own. So biceps are one of those things that I've always had really good connection with. I could probably do pretty much any bicep exercise and achieve a similar result no matter what I do. So what I try to focus on is minimizing other muscle groups' involvement. So a lot of my exercise selection is gonna pertain towards isolating the biceps as best as I can. So I started with a barbell preacher curl. I usually like to use a cambered bar because that just feels a little bit better as far as my elbows and my joints. So what I do is I usually keep within the 8 to 12 rep range on biceps, and I'll do my warm-up sets, usually 3 or 4 per exercise. On barbell preacher curl, I think I did 3 warm-ups of 8 to 12, just kind of gradually increasing the weight each time. And then I worked up to a top set. I think I had 2 25s and a 10 on each side, whatever that is, for like a set of 8. From there, I moved into a dumbbell spider curl, which again, that's gonna eliminate a lot of extra involvement, because a lot of people, when they do curls, they'll use their back or they use their shoulder in order to kind of throw the weight up. So I pick these preacher curl movements and these spider curl movements so I can take the back of my arm and just glue it to the pad, and that way when I curl, none of these extra muscle groups are involved. So I also picked the dumbbell spider curl because it allows me to work each side individually. My right bicep tends to be a little bit stronger than my left, so I make sure I incorporate some type of isolateral movement in there so I can get equal stimulation on both biceps. So again, I did, I think, 3 warm-up sets, each ascending. I think I started off with like 25s and 35s and went to 45s, and my last set I did 60s. I think I was a little overzealous in that I got a little sloppy on those last couple reps to my liking, but wanted to show off for the camera a little bit. And from there, I moved into my last movement. We had a cable curl set up to where I was facing away from the cable stack. So the idea behind that is when you come down, you have the cable pulling this way at the bottom range of motion. So you're gonna work that bottom range of motion a little bit more, whereas during the spider curl, it's most difficult at the top part of the motion. So that's why I chose the barbell cable curl facing away from the cable stack. I chose a rep range a little bit higher, around 12 to 15 for these, just to kind of pump more blood into the muscle. Again, 3 warm-up sets and then 1 working set. After that, I decided to move into forearms. A lot of guys don't train forearms for whatever reason. I like to. So I usually stick with a reverse barbell curl, and I'll superset it with a behind the back wrist curl. And so the reverse barbell curl, again, is going to focus on the brachialis and the brachioradialis, and the behind the back curl is going to hit more this part of the forearm. So I superset those, got a crazy pump. I think towards the end I had to kind of back off the weight a little bit. I don't try to really progressive overload my forearms, since usually by the time I get to them, they're kind of smoked from all the bicep work as well. So yeah, my biceps and my forearms, I usually train once a week, and 3 to 4 exercises for biceps, and then that little superset for forearms is all I need.